My name is Arin. I cut my hair off, and this is Arin Reads. I have 5 days off in a row, and it's going to be sunny all 5 days, so I thought, perfect opportunity for a springtime, silly, cozy, sunshine vlog. Let's talk about what books I'm currently reading really quick. So I'm about halfway through a really cute middle grade graphic novel called Housecat Trouble by Mason Dickerson. And it's about a cat whose human leaves him home alone for the weekend, and his house is haunted by spirits. But you can see the spirits are just like these really cute little blobs that just generally torment the house. And then these two street cats come and help the house cat get rid of all of these spirits. It's really cute and colorful and silly, and I'm really enjoying it so far. And then I'm kind of slowly making my way through John Green's The Anthropocene Reviewed. I am enjoying it. I've gotten back into writing a little bit lately. I've been writing some personal essays, and so before I write to get in the headspace, I'll read one of these. It's basically John Green writing about different parts of the human experience, from something really specific, something really broad, something that seems kind of silly, something that's really serious, whatever it is, and reviews it. There's been one about Canadian geese, one about scratch and sniff stickers, things like that. And he just talks about his experiences with them, and then also their broader context, and reviews each one. It's really interesting, heartfelt, and fun, so I'm having a good time with it. And then lastly, the novel I'm currently reading is Happiness Falls by Angie Kim. I have a lot of feelings about this one. Which probably isn't overly surprising because it is a lot about autism, and I'm autistic, so I do have some feelings, but I think I want to finish it before I go too deep into it. I have about 100 pages left, and I really want to make sure that I know the entire story and context before I get really deep in how I'm feeling about this one, but I am enjoying reading it. So this one is about a family of 5, the 2 parents, 2 twin siblings, and their youngest brother. The youngest brother is both autistic and has something called Angelman syndrome, which means that he can't speak, as in his motor functions don't allow him to, and then he has limited fine and gross motor skills. So the narrator is his oldest sister, and at the beginning of the book, he and his dad go on their daily morning walk, and he ends up sprinting back home without his dad. And so the oldest sister's confused because she didn't even know that he could run that quickly, and also, where the hell is dad? And so as things unfold, it turns into a missing persons case. They don't know where their dad is. There's a whole investigation going on, and the only one who knows what happened is Eugene, who can't tell them. So I'll probably finish this today or tomorrow, and I'll let you know how I feel about it when I'm all the way done, because I really want to get all of the info before I share my opinions on this particular one. And I'm just really excited to have a silly sunny time and read a lot of books. So I think I'm going to go make some lunch and then eat out on the patio. Okay, I officially finished Happiness Falls by Angie Kim. First, I want to chat about the day a little bit. It's been a really good day so far. We went out to a friend's house who has like a lot of property, so the dogs could play fetch in a more extreme sports kind of way. Then we came home and we were all just reading out in the sun for hours. It was great. It's still really nice and sunny. I want to get back outside, but I wanted to give like a fresh response to this. So like I said, this is a book about trying to solve a missing persons case of this family's dad. And the only person who was there when he disappeared was a 14-year-old boy named Eugene who is non-speaking. So there were things that worked for me, things that didn't. There were spans that I really enjoyed and spans of this book where I was like, all right, let's be done with this. I don't think that I'm going to speak to the autism rep in this because, first of all, I'm not a non-speaking autistic person. And also, Eugene's autism and his Angelman syndrome are like impossible to parse, right? That they're both so deeply a part of him and they kind of combine, and it's hard to talk about one without the other because they both affect him so much. So I don't really feel like I can speak to this type of autism representation, even though I am myself autistic. If you're new here, hi, I'm autistic. But I was surprised by how much I related to the narration style of this book in a distinctly autistic way. So this book is narrated by Eugene's oldest sister, and the way this book is written is kind of like this, not in an obnoxious or hard to follow way, but the narrator Mia will be trying to tell us something, but she has to like go back to another story and then come back to what she's telling us so it makes sense to us. Or she has to say that and then how that connects to that, which connects to what's going on now. Or she tells a story and then she tells us a philosophical theory and then tells us how it connects to now. And then on top of that, there are also a lot of footnotes. And she says at the beginning, like, sometimes my mind just like zooms to something connected and it's not necessarily pertinent to the story and I don't want to annoy you. So you can skip the footnotes or you can read them. And it's like very close to how I think. And I think that that is because I am an autistic person. I don't think in a linear way. And I am always like going to like, oh yeah, this reminds me of this thing that I've researched really in depth because I got obsessed with it, or, you know, whatever it is. And so it was really refreshing to read a narrative structured in a way similar to the way that I think. And at one point she even says that when she was younger, her doctors thought that she had Asperger's, which presumably would have still been a diagnosis at the time. It no longer is. But that they ultimately decided that she wasn't, which is interesting because she reads almost stereotypically autistic to me. Like, if she had been autistic, there would have been a few parts where I'd have been like, okay, that's a little... Do you know what I mean? Like, okay, that's a little bit... I looked up the Wikipedia page. For every video, I need a Luca cam. Like, I need another camera angle, and I'll, like, stick it in the corner, and it's just what Luca's doing as I'm saying whatever I'm saying. He's the real star here. So I did enjoy the narration style. It was refreshing and fun for me. I can see how it would be annoying for other people, but that did really work for me. I don't think that the, like, missing person mystery investigation part of this worked for me. I think I would have liked this more if it had been like a family drama exclusively and it hadn't been about trying to figure out what happened with the dad. The mystery part wasn't really working for me, and I was like, okay, I just want to find out more about Eugene. I want to find out more about all of your relationships. And we do that. Like, those things do happen through the events of a missing persons investigation. And I was like, okay, I get it, but I think I would rather this was just like a family drama. I do want to point out that this book does take place during the pandemic. It takes place in like the spring of 2020. They don't talk about it in an emotional way. They don't talk about it really at all except to mention how it affects things logistically. So they'll be like, we talk to the police over Zoom, you know, things like that. Like, COVID affects things in the investigation logistically, but they don't really talk about it in like an experiential way because it's so focused obviously on trying to find their dad. And if I have any non-speaking folks in the house and you've read this, I would love to hear your thoughts. I'm probably gonna go Google and see if I can find any analyses from non-speaking folks and see if anyone has strong feelings about the portrayals in here, because I would love to know what they think, because that's a pretty central part of this book, which I enjoyed, but I don't know. I want to see what people who are actually non-speaking, because Angie Kim isn't. I want to see what they think. I no longer have a novel I'm working on anymore, and I'm not sure what I want to read next. I'm kind of going between... Oh, my bookshelf is so packed right now, you guys, my TBR shelf. I need to do a haul, but I'm low-key embarrassed. It was a hard winter. We self-medicated with book purchasing. We don't need to worry about it. Ugh. Holy diddly. Oh my god. Ugh, okay. Jesus. I'm currently kind of going between Don't Want You Like a Best Friend, Dead 11, and I Capture the Castle. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna like take a break from reading for a few hours and come back to it and see what I'm feeling like. And I think in the meantime, I'm going to draw and or continue playing my video game. I've been playing Melon Journey, and I'm in love with the pixel art. I love pixel art games and pixel art in general. And this is all monochromatic. It's all different shades of green, and it's just beautiful to look at. But also, I'm very confused as to what I'm meant to be doing. Like, I don't think I've accomplished anything because I knew I needed to accomplish it. I just kind of, like, lucked into it. And then, like, okay, I guess I'll go here and talk to this person, and it's like, oh, a cutscene, and then it's like, oh, you reached your objective, and I'm like, I did? I didn't know I had an objective. I'm just wandering around and lucking into stuff, and that's kind of frustrating. But it's so beautiful that I like to look at that I keep wanting playing it. It is visually beautiful. But I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening. Should I cut my hair into a mullet? For a few hours in the sun, and it's been wonderful. I love reading with her. But anyway, I am about 100 pages into Dead 11, so I thought I'd give you a little update while Emily's inside making some smoothies. So I am enjoying this so far. It's not what I expected it to be, but I'm still having a good time. This is essentially a spooky, scary, investigative type of book about an island where everyone is living like it's the early 1990s. I initially got really excited when this came out. I think last summer I got really psyched about it because one of my favorite subgenres is something that I call nostalgia horror. Like, the best examples I can think of are both Grady Hendrix, but My Best Friend's Exorcism, and Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires, which I love both of those books. I'm just generally a huge sucker for the 80s and 90s. I just eat it up. So I was very excited when this came out. And I think because I associated it with those other books, I think because of like how playful the cover is, I kind of assumed that this would be kind of a comedy horror campy moment, and it's not that. It's quite serious and quite spooky, and I'm really enjoying it so far. So far what I know is that a man named Harper, his sister Willow, has gone missing.
So Willow's son died a couple of years ago, and she found the name of Clifford Island written on his bedroom floor. And so she decides to go to the island to figure out how this is connected with her son and potentially his death. And then she goes missing, and her brother puts together these newspaper articles, these interviews, kind of recreations of things that happened, explanations of his investigation, and put them all into this book. So it's kind of epistolary, kind of not. It like changes up the format, which I didn't expect, and I am enjoying a lot. I'm enjoying the characters. He's really just sprinkling in the 90s of it all, and I'm like, okay, give me more. That's why I'm here. But either way, I am really enjoying it. I don't really know how this vlog is going to turn out, but I'm having some of the best days that I've had in a really long time. I'm such a perfectionist. I was telling Emily, like I have like 5 or 6 vlogs worth of footage that I've given up on because of some little nitpicky thing. I'm like, no, this is too boring, or no, this doesn't look good enough, or oh well, I stopped filming for a few days and I can't like pick up after a break like that, or whatever it is. And rationally, I know I love watching other people's vlogs where they're doing the same things that I'm doing, or they take a few breaks and they're like, it's a few days later, here's an update. Or there are shots that aren't beautiful but they're still a really good time, and I feel like I'm hanging out with someone and we're just chatting about books, and it doesn't have to be the most cinematically beautiful thing I've ever seen. But for whatever reason, when I'm making something, it's like, well, it has to be the best vlog that's ever been made in the whole entire world, and I just need to chill the fuck out, because that's just stressing me out and making it so that I never post vlogs, and I want to. That's why I made this channel. So I hope that this turns out reasonably well, but also I know that it's not going to be perfect, but I hope I post it anyway. But for the moment, I think I'm going to keep reading for a while, and then I don't know, I really want to play some video games. Alright, I'll update you again soon. Bye! Hey! You're crazy. Yeah, you're berserker mode. The out-of-towner investigating the island is really confused because she keeps seeing people watching the original O.J. Simpson car chase footage. I'm having a really good time.
Good morning. Do you like my outfit? I just have like khaki shorts on. I am further into Dead 11, but that's not what we're here to talk about today. I need to talk about the game I'm playing, which is Melon Journey. It's all this super cute monochromatic green pixel art, and I'm just this cute little guy who works at a melon soda factory. And my BFF, who I work with, wants me to go meet him in the one town over where melons are illegal. Okay? And on my way there, I see that friend's briefcase. But then when I'm going to meet him, it gets stolen, and I find out that there are melon seeds in there. So I'm like, why is my BFF trying to sell an illegal substance in the next town over? Okay, I got all that. I'm with ya. After that, I have no clue what is going on. 0% idea what's happening. I have no clue what's happening. And I love the music, I love the characters, I love the pixel art. I'm obsessed with pixel art. I used to draw it and I want to get back into it, but that's beside the point. I love pixel games, and so I love just looking at it. But what's happening? I don't know what my objective is. I don't know where I'm supposed to be going. I don't know what my various missions are. I have no clue. Everything that I've managed to accomplish has been purely because I've just wandered into a room and a cutscene has started. And I'm like, oh, I guess I accomplished something, question mark. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening, and I'm so annoyed because I was so excited for this game because it sounds like such a silly premise, illegal melons, and I love pixel art, and I love that it's monochromatic, and I'm just so confused. And then I looked up online because I was like, I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing. So I looked up like a walkthrough. And how does anyone just intuitively know how to do these things? I don't understand. It would be like, oh yeah, so this mission starts in the first part, and then you finish it in the second part. But those are split by a thou shall not pass, right? You know what I mean? Like there's a point of no return. Like you go to them and you're like, okay, what's up? What do we do next? And they're like, well, we're gonna go here, but is all your other business finished up? Because once we do this, you can't come back. And so I was like, well, shit, I'm pretty sure that person I talked to earlier gave me a mission, and I have not accomplished that yet. So I shouldn't go to the point of no return because I haven't done that thing yet. You asked if I still have business, and I do, so I shouldn't go. And so I just keep wandering around trying to figure out how to solve this problem for this person. And then I read online that I'm supposed to go to the point of no return, and then I'll come back. And then I'll come back in the second part, and that's when I'll solve that. Why did you tell me we won't come back? Why did you tell me I need to have all my business wrapped up if we're gonna come back here and I'm gonna finish the business later? It doesn't make any sense! So, I'm annoyed. Good thing I only paid like $3 for this game, or I would be even more annoyed. I'm not saying this is a bad game. Like, if you have the instincts to just know what to do, then I'm so happy for you. You'll probably like it. It's really funny. It's really cute. I wish that I was having a good time, but it is just pissing me off. So, if you have any recommendations for some pixel art games, let me know. Obviously, I'm obsessed with Stardew Valley. And unpacking, oof, love unpacking. I like some not too difficult platformers, and I like cozy games. I'm not an action-packed kind of guy. You know what I mean? Let me know if you have any recs. I have a list of a few other games that I want to play, so I might see if any of them are also on sale. Maybe get that one, it's an island one. We'll see what I do. I might get another game because I'm really in a game playing mood. But I'm definitely going to keep reading Dead 11 because I'm having a fantastic time. I was really out of my spooky space for a few months, and I'm so glad I picked this up when I did because it's exactly what I wanted. Like I said, I wanted something campy, and it's not that, but I'm still having a great time. I love all of the 90s stuff. I love the mystery. I love like how slowly the breadcrumbs are coming, but they're fast enough that I'm not getting impatient or frustrated. Like for me, at least, it's paced perfectly. I'm having a really good time. So we have a few errands to do today. And then after that, I'm gonna be back outside playing my little games and reading my little book. Moonstone Island is called Moonstone Island. Have you played it? Is it good? Good morning. Happy last day of this vlog. Happy spring equinox, or Austera if you're spicy. Happy my last day of this nice little staycation. I'm very, very glad that I did this. I feel very lucky that I was able to do this. I've been stuck in such a cycle of burnout and flare-ups and, you know, just rough stuff. So I'm so thankful that it was sunny for a few days. I'm so thankful that I got to be outside and relax for a few days, and I'm excited to do it for the rest of this day. It's pretty early. It's like 9 or 10. I did my best to get all of the practical stuff out of the way yesterday. You know, we picked up some groceries. We picked up some old man prescription cat food. We dropped some books off at the library. I did my laundry. You know what I mean? Did some practical stuff. That means that hopefully today I can just be outside and relax all day long. That's the hope. Before I get into the books, I started a new game. I found another cute, cozy pixel art game on sale for like $4 on the Switch. It's called Half Past Fate, and it's like a really girly pop like dating game, and I played that after dark last night for a couple of hours, and it was just really nice. It was really nice. And today is the new Stardew Valley update. So hopefully, even though we have, you know, the classic Pacific Northwest weather coming back tomorrow, there are still some good things to look forward to. At least that's what I tell myself. And then as far as books go, I am really in the thick of it with Dead 11. Let me show you. I've got just a little bit left. I really feel all up in that climax. I'm really, really enjoying this book. This was like the perfect book to get back into spooky times. I'm really, really enjoying it. The pacing is working really well for me. The concept is working really well for me. The balance of like supernatural spookiness with like real world, real human topics. It's all working really well for me. I'm having a lot of fun. I've been flying through it. I'm a really slow reader, and I've really been powering it out. And then I also today would love to finish Housecat Trouble. I'm about halfway through. It's just a little graphic novel. I should be able to finish it pretty quick. And it's just like a cute sunshiny time. So it's perfect for the day. Let's do this. That was a week in my life with some wonderful sun. Thank you so much for joining me for it. A quick little wrap up of what we read. Happiness Falls. I liked it. If you like a sort of mystery where there aren't the added stakes of the people solving the mystery being in danger, you know? Sort of a character-driven family drama wearing a disguise of a mystery, then you'll probably like this. It also has some really interesting conversations about what happiness means and how to be happy, along with disability. Then we read Housecat Trouble, which was so cute and cozy. If you're a cat person, if you like middle grade, like super cozy, low stakes graphic novels with just the cutest illustrations, you'll probably like this. It's not like mind-blowing, probably not gonna stick with you for a long time, but while you're reading it, you're just gonna be a cozy, happy little guy. And then Dead 11, which I loved, okay? I loved this one, which is no surprise. I love horror and I love nostalgic bullshit. If you want sort of a spooky, supernatural, mystery type situation, if the concept of an island that acts like it's 1994 intrigues you, if you like jumping between perspectives and formats, give this a shot. I really, really loved it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you've made it this far, feel free to leave me some sunshiny emojis. And be sure to comment if there are any books that you think I would like based on how much I love Dead 11. Or let me know if you've read any of these or if I've convinced you to read any of these. If you haven't already, feel free to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye!